This is the Arpin House, built more than 125 years ago, in 1888 to be exact, by John and Clarice Arpin. It was in the winter of 2013 that the present owners of the property, Doug and Kathy Hoffenbradel, graciously invited us to visit this beautifully restored mansion and record some of the memories of its very colorful past. So let's step out of the cold on this fine winter day to be warmly greeted by Kathy in this fine treasure house of local history. Thank you for allowing us into your home today. Can you show us around a little bit? We'd love to see it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to show you around.
Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, this is just beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I think it's the way it's laid
So
out.
at one time this would have been somebody's bedroom.
No, this one. If these walls could speak, they would tell of the many gatherings and parties that this room was so much a part of. However, we can go back just a few years to a time when previous owners, the Ronald and Maria Krieger family, lived here. The Kriegers frequently held German-style parties. So let's go back in time and join in the fun. Year was 2006, December 18th to be exact. The Christmas season was in full swing and our camera came along. So roll up the rug and we're ready to go. The music and dancing for friends and neighbors. Bring a dish to pass and you were in.
One more time and you're back to your original.
All of this just another chapter in the history of John and Clarice Arpin's front room. Here in the dining room, Kathy helps us to recall the elegance of the period. From the blue tiled fireplace to the hardwood flooring, from moldings and trim to the stained glass windows. All of this is original, just as the Arpins chose it. Just imagine, if you will, the conversations that took place in this room around the family table. We move to the first floor tower room. We'll refer to the room as tower since it is part of the three-story octagon section on the northwest corner of the building. This is a room where you can kick off your shoes and curl up with a good book. Again, there is the ever-present fireplace to take the chill out of the air.
Once again, we move into the foyer area where the elaborate grand staircase invites us to the second floor and to explore still more of this historical treasure. Here on the second floor, a spacious sitting room continues the tradition of fine workmanship and appointments. From the beautiful tray ceiling, fixtures and flooring, each feature is an expression of the Arpin tradition. Kathy points out that the light fixtures are not part of the original design since the home predates electric lighting. However, this was indeed the very first home in Grand Rapids to have electric lights. Off of this area is a beautifully appointed half bath. Each of the 4 bedrooms afford the warmth of a fireplace and creature comforts for a good night's sleep. This bedroom is unusual since it is located in the octagon tower. The master bedroom is complete with a full bathroom where carefully selected fixtures in the design of the period Now, Kathy invites us to the 3rd floor where more of the Arpin tradition unfolds. This is the area where legend tells us that John and Clarice held elaborate parties with music and dancing. And while we can't be certain that a pool table was included, it is quite appropriate in today's environment and could indeed have been part of the Arpin touch. A convenient service kitchen and wet bar also reflects the modern touch. While the Arpins most certainly included such a convenience for their guests, the old icebox and chest would not be practical in today's environment. This 3rd floor restroom is conveniently located, and it is here that 2 large panel doors open to a modern laundry facility. An additional bedroom on this floor could possibly have been used by the maid. It has been fitted with a ceiling fan. Now to the 3rd floor tower room, where one can enjoy a spectacular view of the city like you never saw it before. You can watch the world go by, south, west, and north. It's all there to enjoy, winter, spring, summer, or fall. The ceiling of this unusual room might fool you. What we are looking at is not roof boards, but a ceiling design as the Arpins wanted it. Perhaps to remind folks that they had reached the top of the tallest residence in Grand Rapids, as it still is today. Like the rest of the home, the ceiling is heavily insulated, and all of the original windows have been replaced with thermopane units. Kathy tells us that the house is very easy to heat. Back in the area of the pool table, looking north out of the windows, Kathy reminds us that at one time, just across Drake Street, is where the Arpins had a stable for their horses, an absolute must before the days of the automobile. And so, with that, we say so long to this beautifully restored mansion and hope that we satisfied your curiosity so that the next time you pass the area, you will no longer have to wonder about the origin and history of this magnificent landmark.